Well, I think collectively it's choosing discipline over default. I think we all have, if we're left to our own devices, we have some habits or some default that we go to, right? And I think scientifically, when you do research on it, it's very clear. We'll choose comfort or, and I remember a really clear story. My friend John Gordon told me that he was talking to a guy who's done more double man triathlons than anybody else, double IronMan triathlons than anyone else. And those are one IronMan triathlon is ridiculous. Doing a double back to back is insane. And John asked him, how have you mastered this? I mean, you had to have wanted to quit. You had to have wanted to shut down on many occasions in doing these Ironman triathlons. And he said something I thought was very indicative. And he said, he said it to John. He said, I have mastered the craft of talking to myself rather than listening to myself. Translation, that, his default mode, he's no different than anyone else. He wants to quit. This is hard. Like, mile 25 is no joke when he's running after a mile swim and, a bike ride and all of those things that, but I think that that's really what it comes down to in terms of choosing. I think mental discipline, mental toughness is choosing discipline over default. And, that we know that we're going to want to quit. We know that we're going to want to choose comfort. We know that we're going to battle confidence, whatever the fill in the blank. And that just never is going to stop there. We know those things are going to come, and we're going to learn to tell truth to some of those lies that you're telling yourself. We're going to learn to talk to ourselves and replace those thoughts. We're going to learn to get to neutral mentally when we feel those things coming on, when we feel those default choices, and we are going to choose discipline or the next right behavioral step in spite of knowing those default things are going to come in. And so I think it's constant, right? That's the overall thing, is that if you want to be a mentally tough athlete, you are going to have the choice every single day to choose discipline or to choose default. And the more that you create that choice as a habit, the more mentally tough you're going to end up being.